Scott Rickenbach, Doc Sports, NFL action for Sunday, October the 19th. And I'm going to talk to you about the biggest matchup of all this weekend. It's Miami, Cleveland. I'm kidding, of course, guys. I am going to talk about Miami, Cleveland, but don't forget there can be value in the games like this. This is a matchup of 1-5 teams. It doesn't jump off the page at anyone as like, oh, I've got to watch this game. This is the big game this weekend. Of course, it's not like that, but there are value in games like this that come up from time to time, and this is one of those spots, in my opinion. Cleveland -3 at home. Total is 40.5 here in this matchup between the Dolphins and Browns, and I'm going to give you a free pick that I actually like quite a bit here in this one, so stay tuned for that free one. And speaking of free ones, check this out for all new customers to Doc Sports. You can't beat this for y'all. For $60 worth of picks, premium picks from the capper or cappers of your choice, all you have to do is go to docsports.com/free60 and take advantage of this free offer that'll get you on board for that premium pick action. Now, back to some free pick action. I know that on the surface, this game does not look exciting, but I think we've got some really good value here. What I first want to talk about is what happened with Miami last week. You know, it looked like they were left for dead. They were down 26-13, and this was with under 10 minutes to go. They were still trailing by that 13-point margin. Then they got a touchdown, and then they get another touchdown with under a minute to go and take the lead against the Chargers. It looked like, wow, what a comeback win for Miami. Next thing that happens, though, they give up a huge play and give up a field goal as basically as time is expiring there. And so losing in the final seconds, truly a gut-wrenching loss. It was a range of emotions for Miami there, you know, looking like they had no chance to win, coming back and looking like, yes, we pulled it out, we got the win, only to give up that big play and then lose in the final seconds. That's just a brutal loss to come back from. And Cleveland, despite their ugly record, their home games this season, they had a tight loss to Minnesota, a 1-point loss to the Bengals when Cincinnati still had Burrow healthy, and they also had a win over the Packers at home. Miami's only win this season was against a Jets team that's now 0-6, and the Dolphins were outgained by the Jets by 100 yards, over 100 yards in that game. So there was an early line move here. Action came in on Cleveland in this game. I'm making this recording very early Wednesday morning, so we've already seen this move to a 3. These lines I just mentioned to you of the 3 and 40.5, that's as of Wednesday morning. I like the Browns here laying the 3 points. They've got the home field edge, and for all those reasons I just mentioned, I think Miami, they're possibly even worse than their 1-5 record. And again, the way they lost that game to the Chargers, that is tough to come back from, especially when you then go on the road the very next week. Tough spot here for Miami. I know a battle of 1-5 teams is something that not many people get excited about, but sometimes there's the best value in games like this. I'm going to lay it with Cleveland here and lay the 3 points as your free pick for Sunday NFL. And also want to remind you, speaking of free, besides this free pick on Cleveland, don't forget about making sure you get that free 60 account for all of you that are eligible as new customers to Doc Sports. And also, speaking of free, make sure you subscribe here so you get notified when we post content here. You get all the free picks, all the free content from all the fine handicappers at Doc Sports. It's your best way to make sure you get everything. So subscribe to the Doc Sports YouTube channel today. This is Scott Rickenbach wishing you all the best here on this NFL Sunday, and always and best of luck with Cleveland and with all your selections here in Sunday NFL. I wish you the best of luck always. Scott Rickenbach, Doc Sports. Have a great weekend, guys.